Hello dear students, welcome to the Royal Palace PU College online classes. So in last class we have discussed about the problems which are related to the percentage of the composition. So in today's session I am going to continue the same concept regarding the percentage composition problem. So the problem number 2 I have written here, find the empirical and molecular formula for the compound which contain 51.28%, 9.40%, 27.35% and 11.97% of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen respectively. Okay. They are given the percentage of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen respectively their values. 51.28% of carbon, that means 9.40% of hydrogen, 27.35% of oxygen and 11.97% of nitrogen they are given, and they are asked to calculate find the empirical and molecular formula for the compound, and already they are provided right here. The molar mass of the compound is 234 gram per mole, and also they are given here atomic masses of carbon they are given, that is 12, hydrogen that is 1, oxygen that is 16, nitrogen is 14. So if they are not going to give the atomic mass, you have to find out the atomic mass. Okay. So now here suppose if they are not given the molecular mass, okay, so at that time some problem you have to find out the molecular mass by knowing the compound, but here no problem, they are given the molar mass of the compound and also atomic masses of respective carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and also the percentage of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen they are given. They are asked to find the empirical and molecular formula of the compound. So solution, so as we discussed in previous video, the starting material you have to consider what here 100 gram. So because they are given in the form of what here percentage, so that means what here the starting material is 100 gram. That means I will write here 100 gram of the compound, 100 gram of the compound contains. So first up we know that conversion of what here percentage into gram. Okay, the starting material you have taken what here 100 gram of the compound contains the percentage that is converted into what here gram. So just you have to write the gram instead of the percentage. 51.28 gram of which one, that is carbon. Okay, next one remain 9.40 gram, instead of percentage you have to write gram, 40 gram hydrogen. So hydrogen, second one 9.40 hydrogen, gram of hydrogen they are given, hydrogen. Next one, and third one 27.35% of third one, oxygen, 27.35 gram of 27.35 gram of oxygen, and the last one 11.97 gram of the last one is nitrogen. Okay, in first step we have converted percentage into gram. So already they are given 51.28 gram of carbon, 9.40 of hydrogen, second one 27.35 of oxygen, 11.97 gram of nitrogen I have written here. Okay. Next step you have to calculate the number of moles of the each compound, I mean each element. So first I will calculate the number of moles of carbon. Number of moles of carbon. Number of moles of carbon. Okay. So for that you have to calculate what here, number of moles of each element. So here first I have written here number of moles of carbon. So number of moles of carbon, how you are going to calculate? The given weight of the carbon divided by the atomic mass of the carbon. So number of moles of hydrogen, so that has to be calculated by using what here, given weight of hydrogen divided by the molar mass of the hydrogen. Okay. Now I will write here number of moles of carbon, the given weight, they are given carbon that is contains what here, 51.28 gram. 51.28 gram divided by the atomic mass of the carbon, that is what here, 12 gram. Okay. So next one, number of moles of, similarly number of moles of, next one, hydrogen. So for that again you have to divide what here, given weight of the given mass of the hydrogen, that is what here, hydrogen mass is, the given hydrogen mass is 9.40 gram divided by the atomic mass of hydrogen, that is what here, 1 gram. So gottagtade, atomic mass of carbon is 12 gram, atomic mass of what here, hydrogen is 1 gram. So similarly number of moles of next one, hydrogen ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, oxygen. Number of moles of oxygen, again number of moles of oxygen, same manner you have to calculate. The number of moles of element equal to the given weight of the element divided by the atomic mass. So here number of moles of oxygen, so you have to write what here, given weight of the oxygen, so that is here they are given 27.35 gram of oxygen. So for that the given weight is 27.35 gram divided by the atomic mass of oxygen. Atomic mass of the oxygen is 16 gram. Okay, atomic mass of the oxygen is 16 gram. Next one, the last one, number of moles of the last one, nitrogen. Again you have to calculate number of moles of nitrogen. So given weight of the nitrogen, that is 11.97 divided by the atomic mass of the nitrogen. Atomic mass of the nitrogen is 14 gram. Okay. So first thing, the given weight of the given mass of the compound, they are given in the form of percentage. First you have to write it down into grams. So instead of the percentage you just need to write here gram. So after that you have to calculate the number of moles of each element. So number of moles of each element calculated by using same method here. Number of moles of carbon, that means what here, given weight of the carbon or mass of the carbon divided by the atomic mass. Atomic mass of the carbon is 12. So similarly number of moles of hydrogen, given mass of the hydrogen they are given in the problem only, 9.40 gram of the hydrogen divided by the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 gram. Okay. So here number of moles of oxygen. So after calculating this, the number of moles of carbon, you will get what here, after calculating this, 4.27 gram. 4.27 gram. Number of moles of carbon equal to what here? So given mass of the carbon divided by atomic mass, you have what here, 4.27 gram. So next one, number of moles of hydrogen. So 9.40 gram divided by 1. So that equal to what here, 9.40 gram only. So after calculating this, you will get what here, 9.40 gram. Then number of moles of oxygen. So given mass of the oxygen, in the problem they are given the mass of the oxygen divided by the atomic mass of the oxygen. So that is 27.35 gram divided by the 16 gram. So we will get what here, 1.71 gram. 1.71 gram. So next one, the number of moles of nitrogen. So the given mass of nitrogen in the problem, that is 11.97, divided by the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 gram. So after calculating this, you will get what here? 0.86 gram. Okay. So these are the number of moles of the all the element, each element given in the compound. So first you are written, you have to write what here? The percentage into gram. After that you have to calculate the number of moles of the carbon. So in next step, so in next step you have to calculate the first divide the smallest value of the number of moles with the amongst all the number of moles. So first ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. The smallest value is what here? 0.86 gram. So by using this, so all these number of moles which are divided with the 0.86 gram. Okay. So I will write here, dividing these number of moles with the smallest value. The first one for the carbon. Okay. So carbon we have value 4.27 divided by smallest value is what here? 0.86. Okay. For hydrogen, the number of moles value is what here? 9.40 divided by the smallest value, again 0.86. So next one, number of, I mean here for for here oxygen, you have to divide this value 1.71 divided by the again smallest value, that is 0.86. So after calculating number of moles of each element, so you have to find out the smallest value of the number of moles. By taking this value, smallest value, you can divide all the number of moles of all the elements. So now here carbon nodri 4.27 divided by the smallest value, hydrogen nodri 9.40 divided by the smallest value, that is 0.86. Oxygen 1.71 divided by the smallest value. So last one for the nitrogen, so value is what here? 0.86, again that is divided by the 0.86. Okay. So now here, so for after calculating this for carbon, so that will 4.27 divided by 0.86, that gives what here? 5. So hydrogen, for this after calculating you will get what here? 11. And this for oxygen you will get what here? 2. 1.71 divided by the 0.86, that is 2. For nitrogen 0.86 divided by the 0.86, that equal to what here? 1. Okay. Now here the ratio of atoms, you have to write the ratio of atoms. Atoms ಯಾವ ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. So carbon, then hydrogen, then what here? Oxygen, then what here? Nitrogen. So that is the empirical formula is C5 ನೋಡ್ರಿ, carbon 5, then H ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 11, C5 H11, then oxygen, that is 2, oxygen 2, then the nitrogen last one, that is 1, or you can write just N. Okay. C5 H11 O2 N. Okay. After writing this empirical formula, you have to calculate the empirical mass. Okay. So now here the empirical formula, you know the empirical formula. Here the empirical formula that is given. So already you are find out that one. C5 H11 O2N. So empirical mass you have to calculate by using this empirical formula. Empirical mass. So empirical mass equal to, ಇದರ mass ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ, number of carbon atom, that is 5. Okay. Number of carbon atom is 5. Then the atomic mass of this carbon is what here 12, plus here hydrogen number of atoms 11, the atomic mass of this hydrogen is 1, plus oxygen atoms, that is 2 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Nodri, C5, that is 5 into carbon, atomic mass of the carbon is 12, plus H11, so 11 hydrogen atoms are there, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, plus 2 oxygen atoms are there, hence I have written here 2 into atomic mass of the oxygen is 16. Then nitrogen, the last one, the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14, there is only one atom, hence I have written here 14. So after calculating this, you will get what here? 117 gram. So this is the empirical mass of this compound. So after calculating this empirical mass, you have to calculate the N factor. So N factor, that is calculated by using formula, that is molecular mass divided by the empirical mass. Molecular mass divided by the empirical mass. So molecular mass, they are given in the form, that is 234 divided by empirical mass. Here we already calculated, that is empirical mass is 117, that is equal to the what here? 234 divided by 117, that is equal to 2, that is N factor. So for finding molecular formula, we know the formula. Molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula. So already you know the N factor value, that is 2. The molecular formula equal to N factor is 2, N value. So N value hang padkondre molecular mass divided by empirical mass. So that is 2 into empirical formula, you know that C5H11O2N. Okay. So empirical formula, so alli ide nodri C5H11O2N. So adanna, so multiplication ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ N factor ಜೊತೆ you will get what here? C10, C5 into 2, that is C10, H11 into 2, 22, O2 into 2, that is 4, O4, then N into 2, that is N2. The molecular formula is C10 H22 O4 N2, that is C10 H22 O4 N2. So this is the molecular formula of the compound. So here these are the very important problems. So based on the percentage composition, so they are going to give the percentage of the each element, and they ask to calculate what here or find out the empirical and molecular formula of the compound. So for that you have to convert the given element in the form of percentage into gram. So just instead of writing percentage, write it down into gram, because the whole compound is totally, the mass of whole compound is what here 100 gram. So hence after that, after conversion into gram, you have to calculate the number of moles. So number of moles you have to calculate for the each element, that is given mass divided by the atomic mass. So after dividing this, you will get what here? Some values. So that after calculate the number of moles, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 5, 11, 2, 1. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಷಿಯೋಲಿ 5, hydrogen is ratio 11, and then oxygen ratio is 2, the nitrogen ratio is 1. Hence this is an empirical formula. So after getting empirical formula, you have to calculate the empirical mass, so by using this method. So here the carbon 5 atoms are there, hence I have written 5 into 12 atomic mass of carbon. So here hydrogen atom 11 atoms are there, hence I have written here 11 into atomic mass of hydrogen, and 2 oxygen atoms are there, hence I have written here 2 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16, and here only one nitrogen atoms are there, hence I have written here. Okay. After calculating this, we have my empirical mass, that is 117 gram. So after calculating empirical mass, you have to calculate the n factor value. So that is calculated by using formula molecular mass divided by the empirical mass. Molecular mass they are already given in the problem only, that is 234 gram. So that is divided by the empirical mass. So empirical mass, that is 117. 234 divided by 117, that is equal to 2. That is the n factor. So after finding this n factor, you have to calculate the molecular formula. So that is molecular formula equal to n into empirical formula. The n value is 2. 2 into empirical formula, already here we know the empirical formula of the compound C5H11O2N. Okay. So 2 into C5H11O2N, that is equal to C10, C5 into 2, that is C10, H11 into 2, that is 22, O2 into 2, that is O4, N into 2, that is N2. So this is the molecular formula of the compound. Okay. So let us, I will move for the one more concept, that is stoichiometry and stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometry and stoichiometric coefficient. So stoichiometry, which are the measure of the proportion of the reactants, reacted and product formed. So that is called what here? Stoichiometry. So now here stoichiometric coefficient, so that gives an idea about what here? The relative quantities of the reactants and products in a balanced chemical reaction. So that is called what here? Stoichiometry and stoichiometric coefficient. So next one, stoichiometry and stoichiometric coefficient. Metric coefficient. So the stoichiometric coefficient or stoichiometry, which a relative measure of or measure of reacted reactants and formed product in a balanced chemical reaction. So in a balanced chemical reaction is called stoichiometric coefficient. Chemical reaction is called stoichiometric coefficient. So let us, I will take one example here. So measure of the reactants and formed product in a balanced chemical reaction, or which measure the quantity of reactants and products in a balanced chemical reaction. So that is called a stoichiometry or stoichiometric coefficient. So stoichiometry just which indicate the a proportion of the reactants and products in a balanced chemical reaction. So for example, so after giving example, you will come to know that what is the exact meaning of what here? Stoichiometric coefficient. So for example here, let us, I will take the one example, that is combustion of methane gas. So I will write here balanced chemical equation for the combustion of methane gas. So after combustion of methane gas, the product formed is what here? That is carbon dioxide and water. Okay. So here CH4 and oxygen. So these two are the reactants. So arrow mark left side irtakanta that species are called what here? Reactant species. So this is an balanced chemical reaction. I have given this reaction is combustion of what here? Methane. So after combustion of methane there is a formation of what here? Carbon dioxide and water. And here at the bracket of each that is formula of the compound, I have written here gas. That indicates what here? Phases. So phases of matter, you know that they may exist as gas, liquid, solid. So G means what here? The existence of the compound in the form of what here? Gas. Now here at the arrow mark left side, the species, they are called, these species are called what here? Reactant. And right side of this arrow mark, these species are called what here? Product. Okay. So this is an balanced chemical reaction. Now what do you mean by stoichiometry? Stoichiometric coefficient. Here the stoichiometry 2 for this oxygen and 2 for this water. These two are called what here? Stoichiometric coefficient. Now let us, I will explain here. This reaction indicates what here? 1 mole of CH4 gas react with what here? 2 moles of oxygen, that is in the form of gas. It produce what here? 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So here illenu illa anta, that indicates what here? 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that is in the form of gas, and 2 moles of what here? Water molecule in the form of the gas. So these coefficient are called what here? Stoichiometric coefficient. For oxygen and hydrogen, I mean water, the stoichiometric coefficient is 2. For methane and carbon dioxide, the stoichiometric coefficient is 1. Okay. So the stoichiometric coefficient which indicates what here? Relative quantity of the reactants and products in a balanced chemical reaction. Now here in this case, I mean in the combustion of methane there is a formation of what here? Carbon dioxide and water molecule. The stoichiometric coefficient of this methane is 1. And for this oxygen is stoichiometric coefficient is 2. And the carbon dioxide stoichiometric coefficient is 1. And here the for this water the stoichiometric coefficient is 2. Okay. So these are called what here? Stoichiometric coefficient. And these species which are present at the left side of this arrow mark, they are called the reacting species or reactant species, and right side of this arrow mark they are called what here? Products. Okay. And this now here this indicates what here? 1 mole of methane reacts with what here? 2 moles of oxygen. It gives what here? 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of what here? Water. And also that implies that indicates what here? 1 molecule of methane reacts with what here? 2 molecule of oxygen. It forms 1 molecule of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of what here? Water molecule. Okay. The stoichiometric coefficient, nodre, 1 mole of methane, 2 mole of oxygen, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of water molecule, that indicates what here? That 1 mole or 1 molecule, that indicated by what here? Stoichiometry. They are called what here? Stoichiometric coefficient. Understood? The stoichiometric coefficient which indicate the relative quantities of the molecules, or the stoichiometry which indicates what here? Number of moles. Understood? Now here, and that also indicates what here? So I will write here, let us 1 mole of this is 1 mole of methane gas reacts with 2 mole of oxygen gas, oxygen, that is O2 gas, to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas and 2 mole of H2O gas. Okay. So the stoichiometric coefficient which indicate the number of moles or number of molecules which are take part in the chemical reaction. Okay, the stoichiometric coefficients which indicate the how much number of moles or how much number of molecules take part in the chemical reactions. So that is indicated by the stoichiometric coefficient. Or you can say that 22.7 liter of methane gas react with, so that is 45.4 liter of oxygen gas. So ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು 22.7 ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So 22.7 liter of methane gas react with 45.4 liter of oxygen gas produce same thing 22.7 liter of carbon dioxide gas and 45.4 liter of water gas, H2O gas. So this is 22.7. It is due to what here? 1 mole of all gases at STP, standard temperature and pressure, occupies 22.7 liter volume. So that means what here? All gases at standard temperature and pressure, so they occupy what here? 22.7 liter volume of the volume. Hence I have written 1 mole of methane gas, that indicates what here? 22.7 liter at standard temperature and pressure. Similarly here 2 moles, you have to double that one, 22.7 you have to double. So that will become what here? 45.4. Hence I have written 22.7, 1 mole of gas which occupies 22.7 liter. 22.7 liter of methane gas react with what here? 2 moles here, hence I have doubled. 45.4 liter of oxygen. It produce what here? Again here 1 mole. It produce 1 mole means 22.7 liter of carbon dioxide. Again here 2 moles. You have to double that one, 22.7. So produce what here? 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that indicates what here? 22.7 liter of carbon dioxide and 45.4, because this is the double of what here? 22.7. 2 moles are there. Hence that produce what here? 1 mole of, here I written, to produce 22.7 liter of carbon dioxide and 45.4 liter of H2O. So this is regarding what here? Stoichiometry and stoichiometric coefficient. Okay dear students, let us, we will move for the problem. So that is calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 16 gram of methane. Okay, so they asked to calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 16 gram of methane. So that means what here? Solution. So you have to write the balanced chemical reaction of the combustion of the methane. So then only you will come to know that it is easy to calculate the amount of water produced. So here they are given amount, calculate, they asked to calculate the amount of the water produced by the combustion of the methane. So for that you need to write a balanced chemical reaction of the combustion of methane. So we know already a balanced chemical reaction of the combustion of methane. So that is methane, so that is oxygen, methane, oxygen react to form what here? Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so the G that indicates what here? Phases. So gaseous phases. L means liquid phase, S means solid phase, and these two are the reactant species and these are the products. Okay, so now this is a balanced chemical reaction for the combustion of the methane. So they asked to calculate the amount of water produced. So now here 2H2O, so asked to calculate what here? Amount of water produced. So for that here the 16 gram, I mean 1 mole this one, and this is 2 mole. Again this is 1 mole carbon dioxide, 2 mole water molecule. Now 1 mole of carbon, methane, it gives what here 2 moles of water molecule. So first one, 1 mole of, this is 1 mole. So already we have discussed about this stoichiometric coefficient. 1 mole or 1 molecule of methane. Here 1 molecule of methane, that is 1 mole of methane gives, that is CH4 gas gives 2 mole of water molecule, that is gives 2 mole of water molecule, 2 mole of water molecule. So understood here. So combustion of methane, there is a formation of water molecule. Now 1 mole of methane, that gives what here 2 mole of water molecule. Hence that is 2 moles of water, that is H2O, that into 2 into hydrogen atoms 2 into plus hydrogen, that is 1 plus what here 16. So I will directly write here 2 into 1, that is 2, plus the oxygen is what here 16, atomic mass of oxygen. Hence that gives what here 2 into 18, that is directly I will write here 36 gram. Okay. So now here 1 mole of methane produce what here 36 gram of what here water molecule. Now 1 mole of H2O, that equal to what here 18 gram of water. 1 mole of H2O, that is equal to what here 18 gram of water. So now this is 18 gram of water divided by the 1 mole. 1 mole of water, that is equal to 1. Hence for 2 mole, you have to write 2 mole into 18 gram of water divided by this one again, 1 mole of H2O, that gives what here 2 into 18, that is equal to 36 gram of the water molecule. Calculate the amount of water. So that is 36 gram of the water molecule produced. With this I will stop here. So next class we will discuss further examples. Thank you.